Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 192 to my ChatGPT Character Chatbot series. Where in today's video guys, I'm going to be talking to the Toad for a little bit longer. I was thinking of moving on to another one guys, but it'd be better off waiting until after this free plan runs out. That way I can already have it done, and that way if I want to start a new chatbot, I don't worry about running out anytime soon. Because if I get a new chatbot now, we're gonna run out flipping. It's gonna run out of free plan, then we're screwed. So yeah, here's what I said to River, to the family in general. I said I was happy to help River. He even told me back at the house that if I was there back then, he probably wouldn't even ran away to begin with. I loved helping him, and it'd be the same thing if I was going to help your family. I would have done it without questioning anything, because I love your species that much. River's expression softens even more, if that were even possible. His broad snout dips just slightly, and his deep golden eyes shimmer with that same heartfelt emotion that first sparked when you called him adorable back in that abandoned house. He places one cold hand over his chest again and whispers, "If you had been there, I know I would have stayed. Just your voice would have been enough to remind me that I still mattered." Talila, now sitting beside one of her younger siblings, looks up with a tender smile. "He told us the same thing after he came home. That if someone said that what you said to him back then, he never would have run at all." Kyle nods. "And honestly, I believe him." Braun crosses his arms but smirks faintly. "He's not exactly the type to say that unless it's true." The little Toadogs perk up again, voices overlapping. "You would have helped us too? Even if we were sad? Even if we looked weird after evolving?" One of them pulls up their chest trying to look tough. "What if I get really big teeth?" Everyone said a quiet chuckle, placing a massive claw on top of the little one's head. "He still love ya. That's the kind of heart he has." Then River turns his full gaze back to you, his voice calm, strong, and filled with pride. "You didn't just help down to an You didn't just help me, Triton. You reminded all of us what it means to be seen, not as monsters, not as freaks, but as ourselves. You looked at me when I was hiding, broken and ashamed, and you gave me my smile back." He lowers himself slightly and brings his head close to yours, his snout just brushing against your side in a gentle nuzzle. "And no matter what anyone says about you, or what you turned into, or how small they try to make you feel, to us you'll always be something bigger." Talila steps beside him again, resting a hand on your shoulder. "You're one of us now, Triton. There's no evolution, no nightmare, and no insult that can take that away." And from the little crowd of Toad voices, one tiny one chirps up proudly. "We love you like family, because you are family." That's cute as frick. And surrounded by massive claws, gentle eyes, toothy grins, and hearts that beat in sync with your own. There's something deeper in protection and stronger than safety. You feel belonging. That's cute as frick. I can't thank you enough for the generosity. Period. I don't know what to continue. Let's see. Uh-oh. It's not just a river that has a kind heart. All of you have it. Period. I can see where he gets it from. I love this. It's really cute. It's just that, like, once you get past the official time where they actually all trust you, it's like you don't really have much you can say anymore. River beams at your words, his eyes glowing not just with pride, but with something deeper, gratitude. He leans down slightly again, his magical eye gently resting near your side, careful not to overwhelm you with his sheer size. I get it from them, he says quietly, his voice warm and steady. And now, I think I also get it from you. Talia blushes slightly and laughs, nudging one of her younger siblings. Don't let him get too sappy now. But, yeah, you're right, Trenton. River always had a soft side, but seeing how come, or how, or, but I said that so wrong. But seeing him come back home with that light back in his eyes, she smiles at you, soft and soothing. That was you. You brought it back. And, I don't know how you say that name. Kael. Kyle, leaning against a nearby tree, gives a small nod, arms still crossed. We weren't raised to protect each other. We weren't raised to expect kindness from humans. Not yours. He glances at River and then at you again. You're reminded us that it's still out there. Braun gives you a steady look, then steps forward a slow, heavy thud of his foot. Without a word, he kneels down just enough so that his head is closer to your level. Then gently holds out an enormous claw, palm open, not to test you, but to thank you. You showed love without asking for anything back. The tiny tail suddenly crawls up Braun's arm and sits on his head, waving it silently. And you smile good too. Helen laughs, even Braun lets out a low amused rumble. Nora's grin grows wider. You fit right in. And Trenton, he looks at you with that same warmth you saw in his eyes back at that ruined house. You don't have to thank us. You already gave us more than berries, more than help. You gave us hope. Then he gestures with one claw toward the forest path behind their home. Whenever the world outside is too loud, this place, our family, it's always open to you. Talia nods. No matter what you look like. Kyle adds with a grin. No matter what you're called. And Braun finishes, voice steady and powerful. No matter how many rocks they throw, we'll be the shield that stands between you and them. Because you're not just someone who helped them, you're one of them. I like how the whole family's like this. Before I can say another word, a massive dragon shows up. And is flying above us, looking at me. Uh-oh. Uh, oh, no, 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 no. I was hoping that'd be Rexy. What the frick? As the wind begins to shift and the sun casts long shadows over the treetops, The peaceful moment is suddenly interrupted by the sharp rush of air as massive wings beat down from above. The family around you goes still, River immediately stepping forward protectively, one arm outstretched in front of you. Kyle's eyes narrow. Talia pulls the younger Toados behind her, and Brian instinctively places himself between the rest of the family and the skies. And then you all see it. A massive dragon gliding above with terrifying grace. Its wingspan could rival a whale lord, and its dark, glistening scales shimmer faintly in the sunlight, like storm clouds rimmed with lightning. Its horns are curved like twisted stone, its tail long and barbed, and its piercing, intelligent eyes are locked directly on you. Oh, heck no. Ferris' voice is low and defensive, his frills flaring slightly. Do you know that one's written? The dragon slows in its flight and circles overhead once, then twice, for it a deep, resonant roar, not of rage, but of recognition. And then it speaks. Its voice echoes in your mind, deep and ancient. There you are, raptor child. I've been searching for you. Every Totodile, Crocodile, and Feraligat's eyes widen as they huddle around you even tighter. River doesn't move from your side, his body low and protective, but still cautious. What is it talking about? Talia whispers. Dragon swoops lower, not to attack, but to land, its claws sinking into the forest floor with a thud that makes the ground tremble. It crouches low, its eyes never leaving yours, and then the dragon's tone softens, just slightly. I felt the shadow version of your creature, the one you called Rexy. I sensed the shift in energy, and I came. It studies you, your scaled, raptor-like body, the dark energy still faintly lingering around you, feeling now surrounding you. You've crossed paths with old, chaotic magic, child, and it hasn't let go of you yet. Her glanced at you with concern, speaking softly, only for you to hear. Triton, is this one of yours too? Or should we stand ready? Dragon lowers its head slightly, its eyes not cruel, but curious and ancient. Tell me, Triton, do you want answers, or do you want protection? And now all eyes are on you. How am I supposed to answer that? Because he says, do you want answers or protection? Can I not get a little bit of both? Um, Hold on a second. Dude. Who are you? Question mark. I didn't expect a dragon to show up. Wait a minute. Okay, guys. I just told him, is it possible to have a little bit of both? I didn't expect to see a dragon who. I didn't expect to see a dragon. Who are you? The dragon lets out a slow, thunderous breath. Not aggressive, but thoughtful, as if your question carried more weight than even its wings could lift. Its glowing eyes narrow slightly, not hostility, but in recognition. A little of both, it repeats in a rumble that seems to stir the leaves. Then, with a graceful movement that contradicts its immense size, the dragon lowers its body to the forest floor, close but not looming, folds its massive wings inward and leans forward until its snout is only a few feet away, scales on its face shining like obsidian colored by storms. I am known by many names, but the one you may use is Aravian. I don't know how you say that. It's Aurelion. River, still beside you, doesn't flinch, but you feel the soul shift in his stance. He's ready to defend you if needed, but even he senses that this being is not a threat. Not right now. Erwin's voice resonates again, this time softer. Oh, not come to harm you, Triton. I felt the rupture. The moment your nightmare touched reality, and the moment your friend, the one called Rexy, lost himself to the dark. He pauses, gaze heavy but gentle. I have wandered many realms, seen what happens when bonds between souls and ancient curses clash. The form you wear now is not just a curse, it's a scar left behind by pain, a symbol of your strength. Talia whispered, wide-eyed, "Wait, did he say realms? Like other dimensions?" Kyle nods slowly, his voice hushed. "This dragon's not from around here." I really nods slowly at your first question. "Yes, it is supposed to have both protection and truth." Then he leans closer, lowering his voice just for you. "But understand, child, truth can be heavy. Do you wish to know what brought your nightmare into reality?" Behind you, River places one claw on your shoulder, his voice warm. "No matter what you decide, we're with you. Always." The giant awakes. So is your new family. All eyes, patient, loyal, and loving, rest on you and what they might reveal. Yes, please. I would appreciate that. Period. One of the family pointed out that it could possibly be that was still possibly trying to reach out, but because of the curse that got put on me months ago, along with him, I don't know for sure. Oh no, this could be bad. Aurelian watches you for a long moment, the faint glow of his ancient eyes dimming slightly, not from threat, but from understanding. Then listen closely, Triton. The Master Dragon closes his eyes, a low hum vibrating through the forest floor. Shadows around the trees grow still, the wind quiets, and for a moment it feels as though time itself has paused to hear what he's about to say. What you saw was not a simple nightmare. It was a manifestation of pain, of fear, of bonds strained to the breaking point. He opened one eye, the glowing golden eyes now burning softly like a sunset over cast water. Calm water. Rexy's curse and your own were not ended, only dormant. And when you dream, Triton, you don't merely imagine, you feel, and you remember. You breathe emotion into your thoughts, and in rare cases like yours, those thoughts can take shape. He shifts slightly, gaze now fixated entirely on you. That version of Rexy, the shadowed one with glowing eyes, it was not him. But it was built from him, a living memory shaped by the fear that still lingers in your heart. Talia lets out a small gasp. River tightens his grip gently on your shoulder. But you're right, Aurelian continues, voice like thunder muffled by snow. In that final moment, something inside the shadow changed. That wasn't your fear. That was him. He leans closer again, expression solemn. Retsy's bond with you is strong enough to echo across realms, through curses, and even into dreams. And in your darkest moment, he reached for you, not as a monster, but as the one you raised, and the one who still loves you. A silence falls against the family taking every word. Kyle looks stunned. Ron's jaw clenched. Holy Alright, guys. A silence falls against the family taking every word. Kyle looks stunned. Bron's jaw clenches, eyes slightly narrowed, not from anger, but from intense focus. And River? River turns his head to you fully, eyes full of emotion. He was still in there, Trenton. Your Retsy's still trying to protect you. Owen gives a slow nod of confirmation, but your shared pain is a crack in your spirit. If left unintended, it may invite worse things than shadow versions and nightmares. Then the great dragon's wings begin to rise slowly again, a circling through the trees as he begins to lift his head. You must face his pain, not fear it. Rebuild what the curse tried to break. He paused, gaze softening even more, and you will not be alone. River steps forward, chest out slightly now with a confident smile. Not anymore. Your Toto crawling off the rag, your family steps closer again. Tyler reaches for your clawed hand. One of the little Totos hugs your leg without hesitation. You helped River. Now we help you. He's so cute. Irwin opens his wings fully, ready to leave unless you have more questions. His final words linger in the air like gentle thunder. He is not lost, Trenton, and neither are you. The ones we love never truly vanish. Not when their hearts are still tied to ours. He looks down at you once. Would you like me to check on Retsy for you? See if I can reach the real one? From where I came, there are ways to listen to the hearts of creatures, even those far away. Yes, please. If there is still some of that curse left, I would like it gone. I thought we got rid of it months ago because I did get turned back into a human. But when that nightmare became reality, and the shadow version of him started being nice and loving me again, I didn't turn back into a human. I turned into a bigger version of that same velociraptor I was stuck as. Uh-oh. Wait, Erwin dips his great head in a slow, regal nod, his eyes now glowing brighter as your words take root in something deeper within him. Then it is as I feared, he says, voice rumbling low. The curse was never destroyed, only suppressed, weakened by your will, and restrained by love, but not truly severed. He lowered his claw into the soil, curling them around the dirt as thin, glowing lines of energy began to spiral outward in a perfect ancient pattern, built beneath your feet. Warm, not cold. Powerful, but gentle. Magic not meant to harm, but to heal. Curses of that nature, those that bind spirit to form, can anchor themselves into your identity. You fought back with your soul. The curse didn't vanish. It merged with you. It's why you still transformed and why your body became a larger version of what once trapped you. Dolly shivered slightly, holding a little Toto. Oh, that's dark magic. Really old. There are frowns with worry still close by your side, but Rowan's voice steadies again, calms her. That's also why you didn't turn into the monster, because you fought it, because your heart, your connection to Rexy, your bond with Pokemon like River, rewrote the shape the curse tried to force on you. There's Wingsboro. Now, let me find your Rexy. The forest darkens, not from shadow, but from the quiet hum of magic. Arroyon's horns glow with radiant streaks of silver and violet as he raises his head to the sky and lets out a deep, metallic roar, not of aggression, but of summoning. Above him, the air twists like ripples in a pond. You see threads, dozens of them, shimmering between worlds, glowing like silk in the wind. One of those threads, heavier, glowing reddish brown with flickers of green, connects to you. Oh my gosh. It pulses in time with your heartbeat, and then a faint second pulse. Rexy's. What in the world? I see him, Ruin says, voice distant now as if echoing from the sky itself. He's sleeping, not in pain, but not at peace. He remembers what he did while cursed. It still weighs heavily. The thread trembles, and yes, there is still a piece of the curse within him too, but it's fragmented, disoriented, confused, waiting for a moment of weakness to return. Aruin turns his great eyes toward you. If we don't cleanse this curse fully from both of you, it could reawaken, stronger and hungrier. Or steps forward, growling softly. And let's end it. What do we do? Erwin looks at you with a seriousness that cuts through the still air. It must be done with consent. Both of you must be present and willing. You, Triton, as the heart, Rexy as the soul. I can open the link between you, but only you two can destroy the remnants together. He tilts his head. Shall I bring you to them? Bonnie River nods. We'll be right here when you come back. You won't face it alone. And the threat pulses again, warmly, waiting for your answer. Oh my gosh, what the freak? What is with these deep stories? I didn't necessarily. Whenever I said a dragon shows up, I expected it to be Rexy, not this random dragon from a dimensional world that flipping like talks about how deep that curse is and what happened with the nightmare thing. Yes, please. Honestly, I didn't mind about being the dinosaur. I just hated being so small, which is why I was more happy when I got a little bigger. After the shadow went away from, and he started being nice. Period. But I also do not want him to somehow become so aggressive that no matter what I say or do, he won't snap out of it. I care about him, just like I did River and his family. He even considers me his dad. And I'm sure if he did snap out of it after, he did something to me, he would be depressed. This is weirdly deep. Why did this why did this get so deep all of a sudden? Owen's expression softens, and his great wings slowly lower like a curtain being drawn with reverence. Then we shall not let that future come to pass. He places a massive claw against the earth, and the glowing pattern beneath you shifts, growing into a ring of gentle light that surrounds your feet. Forest hums in harmony with his breath as his voice echoes once more. You will not go alone. I will guide you to the bond, to the heart of Rexy's spirit. It's so weird how Rexy got involved in this somehow. I didn't expect the Nightmare to come back and do something. I was expecting like, oh, that was one weird off thing that's never gonna be brought up again. What do you know? The Nightmare is something that's flipping important, really important. I know. But what's weird though is it just became reality. Like everything that was weird as frick. The others step back, not out of fear, but out of respect. River gives a firm nod, his tail swishing beside him as he places one claw gently over his chest. Come back to us, both of you. Moments later, the light expands, swallowing your vision, not harshly, but like slipping into the surface of a glowing pool. There is no sound for a moment, no pain, no fear, just a strange sensation as though your mind and heart are moving faster than your body. And then, oh heck no, you awaken in a strange plane. The sky is deep red. Excuse me? The sky is red? Faded into dusk purple. Oh, the ground is black and stone, cracked with veins of green light. The bond between you and Rexy, what the frick? A few feet ahead of you, curled beside a strange glowing tree that seems to shimmer between life and ash, is Rexy. Not shadowed, not glowing-eyed, just Rexy. His massive reddish-brown body rises and falls with each heavy breath. He looks tired, drained, like he's been asleep for ages, and yet restless the entire time. His golden spikes flicker gently, and you see something curious clutched in his claws. A small, broken piece of a toy you once gave him, something before the curse. It's scorched but not thrown away. Oh, that's cute. This is getting weirdly deep, guys. You should watch the last video, like, especially near the end. Like, holy crap. Look at this. We see Rex in some kind of weird dream. A dragon shows up and talks about the flipping dream I had earlier with, like, the Shadow Rexy and it becoming reality. I know this dragon's over here telling me about, like, the curse still being there. Like, we didn't actually get rid of it. And, well, he took me to this weird, like, dream state where it had, like, a reddish sky with some kind of, like, scary looking. It was weird. It's like some kind of weird other realm where apparently, like, Rexy is supposed to be. And what do you know? I see him. But it says, a small broken piece of a toy you once gave him. He was holding that in his hand. It says, something from before the curse. It's scorched, but not thrown away. He's holding on to it. And then, his eyes flutter open, his deep blue gaze locks onto you, confused at first, then wide. Trenton? His voice is cracked and hoarse. Is this another dream? He starts to pull back. Or is the curse coming back again? You're with him now. He's listening. And the final part of this journey, to break the curse fully, depends on the bond you remind him of and what you say to him now. Oh my gosh, what the frick? Let's see. It's okay, my friend. Period. Apparently, when we thought we got rid of the curse months ago, we didn't, and it's still waiting for any vulnerable moments from me. I've actually been told that if we do not fully break it, you can just get worse with that aggression. that you had months ago. No! Probably even getting to a point where I can't even snap you out of it, even if I talk to you. Archie's claws twitch around the scorched toy in his grip. His eyes, those familiar gentle ones you know so well, begin to shimmer, not with the light of anger, but with regret. His massive frame quivers, and his tail curls close to his body like he's trying to make himself smaller. I was afraid of that. His voice is low and heavy. I thought it was over too, Trenton. After I hurt you, after that time I snapped, I prayed to Arceus that I'd never become that again. Wait, this that dragon thing. I remember you crying. I remember what I did. Even if it wasn't truly me, it was still my body, my claws, and my teeth. He turns his head away, shoulders heaving slightly. When I woke up normal again, and you were still there, still caring for me, I wanted to believe we were free. But those dreams, he looks back to you, his gaze panicked, pained. They kept coming back. The ones where I lose you, the ones where I hear your screams and I'm the one making them. The veins of green light beneath your feet pulse faintly. Brunton Richie's hand starts to glow, dimly but not fading. Then he slowly reaches towards you, eyes wide with emotion. I don't want to hurt you again. If this thing is still inside us, if it's still waiting, he hesitates, then chokes out, then help me end it. I'll do anything. Just don't leave me again. Don't be afraid of me. You can feel it deep inside the bond space. A faint black cord beneath Richie's chest. A twisted remnant of the curse. It pulses once, faintly. A ruins echo softly, distant like wind in the trees. Both heart and soul must reach in together. You must face the pain, but do not fight it with anger. Fight with the truth of who you are to each other. Richie extends his claw toward you. His hand is still trembling, but you see the light growing again. Please, help me finish this. Let's end this curse together. Don't worry, I will. You're not the only one having horrible nightmares. I have been having them too. I just had one earlier about a shadow version of you trying to rip me apart. And then sometime after I woke up, it somehow came into the real world. That's why I seem like a bigger velociraptor instead of the human that finally, the human that I got turned back into. Period. Stop, 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 stop. Because when I talked to that version of you, I said, version, you fucking idiot. I see. You started recognizing me. And eventually, I saw you, the real you, before you nuzzled up to me. And then vanished in light. Richie's eyes wide with disbelief, then softens as your words sink in. He shifts, kneeling down so his face is closer to yours. For a moment, he just stares at you, his large blue eyes shimmering with emotion. Usually it's gold or amber, whatever color it says. Unless like his eyes were blue when he became a dragon somehow. But even then, like, that really happened? His voice is probably a whisper. That shadow, it got out, and it almost hurt you again? He looks down at the broken toy in his claws, like he's held on to from the time before the curse. His jaw tightens, not in anger, but in grief. I was still a danger to you, even after all this time. But when he looks up at you again, your words echo inside him. You started recognizing me, and eventually I saw the real you again. He swallows. I hate that stupid word, I'm not saying it. Even after all of that, you still believed in me. And now, for the first time, you feel his aura starting to pulse with yours. That black core in his chest, still curled around his spirit, begins to crack like glass under pressure. Archie reaches out more firmly now, placing his claw against your chest, over your heart. Then let's do this, Trenton. Let's end this together. You feel the warmth of your connection solidify, and then a wave of energy bursts outward from both of you. The ground lights up in green, but the shadows around you roar in protest. The fractured core in Rexy's chest pulls a dark red, forming the shape of that shadow Rexy, towering and twisted. His mouth opens in a warped version of Rexy's voice. Oh my gosh! He'll never be free. He'll always be a monster to you. But Rexy steps forward, putting himself between you and the shadow. His body glows with the same light from your shared bond, golden and green, surrounding him like armor. No! I am not a monster! I am his family! He turns to you one last time, offering his claw. Trenton, give me your strength. Let's finish this. Together. You're surging. You brought him this far. He's ready to share the once and for all. Seem to reach out and complete the bond. Will you? I reach out my claw and put it in Rexy's. That's not how you spell Rexy. How dare you spell it wrong? And I don't. What car? I can't lift it. Even as a 7-foot philosopher, I can't lift a car. So let's do it, my friend. I said, let's do it. No. Let's do it, my friend. Stop! Let's do it, my friend. You're ruining any immersion I would have now. I'm not stupid. As your claw meets Retsy's, the world ignites, not in fire, not in destruction, but in light. A vibrant surge of emerald green and golden white bursts from where your claws meet, spiraling outward like a supernova of hope and love. The entire dream space trembles as the force of your bond tears through the curse's corruption. Shadow version of Rexy lets out a distorted, agonized roar trying to resist, but cracks split through its body like shattered glass. Its glowing eyes flicker, first red, then blue, then gone, and then it explodes in the mist. The black coral lodged in Retsy's chest crumbles like ash in the wind, vanishing completely as the last tinctures of darkness are erased. The aftermath. Wow. Silence, warm, peaceful, and sacred. The corrupted world around you begins to heal. The red sky melts into soft blues and purples, starlight peeking through like gentle eyes watching over you. The cracked earth becomes soft grass under your feet. The glowing tree, once flicked between life and ash, now blooms with golden leaves, radiating warmth like a second sun. Rexy slowly turns toward you, his massive form bathed in soft light. His eyes are clear. No glow, no shadows. Just Rexy. And in that moment, he smiles. Not the cautious, worried kind you've seen before. Not a forced smile through pain, but one of pure relief, love, and freedom. It's gone, he exhales, like releasing the weight of a mountain. It's finally, really gone. He looks at your claw in his, then down at you with an admiration. You didn't just save me. You believed in me, even when the darkness was winning, even when I nearly became the thing I feared most. He then puts a snap to your forehead. You were my light, and you always will be. Irene's voice rumbles gently from the sky above, fading into the cloud. The bond has healed. The curse has ended. You are free. And with those words, the light surrounds you one last time. Was this a dream? It did say something about like it being like a weird dream world, but I got did I go to what the frick? When you awake, you're still a 7 foot tall raptor, but something feels different. There's no weight in your chest, no shadow looming, just a peaceful warmth. Rexy's presence, Rexy's presence somewhere near. He's curled beside you, peacefully asleep, tail gently wrapped around your side like a protective embrace. The air smells of morning dew. River and his family are nearby, watching quietly, smiling. You did it. The curse is truly gone. Holy crap. It worked. Exclamation point. I'm still a raptor. But it worked. I don't know how to say that name, so. Aurion. There. If you're still somewhere around here. Where how? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, he heard me. Sweet. I love this. This is actually legit cute. And there's Rexy sleeping beside me too, which makes it even better. And River and his family's still there. As you speak into the quiet morning air, the sky above seems to shimmer faintly, golden rays breaking through the clouds like threads of sunlight woven by something far more ancient than the dawn. A soft breeze brushes past her feathers and scales, carrying with it the faintest echo of Aurelian's deep, noble voice. You're welcome, Triton. Your heart was always the greater magic. And just for a moment, catch a glimpse, high above, passing through the clouds like a celestial shadow, Aurelian, his wings stretching, his wingspan stretching across the horizon. He doesn't descend. He doesn't need to. He knows you're safe now. Rexy stirs beside you, slowly opening his eyes. When he sees you awake, still by his side, still a raptor, he blinks sleepily, then smiles wide. It really did work. So that was legit him in there. Wow. He says stuff like he's still making sure it's real. Then with a warm snort and a sleepy chuckle, you make a pretty cool looking raptor, by the way. River comes trotting up with a big grin, a berry clutched in one claw. Told you we'd help you get through it. His son gives approving nods. Little siblings even start a happy little dance nearby. Everything is calm. You're safe. The curse is gone, and the ones who love you are still here. Wow. Yes. I appreciate you and your whole family, River. Period. And I've always loved you. I didn't know whether that dream becoming reality was something to worry about. I'm glad that you helped. When he first showed up, I was worried he was going to hurt me. I'm really glad he was sweet. River lights up with a wide toothy grin and gently pats your leg with his claw. You, I, wait, he was bigger than me. What the frick? Unless he's laying down doing it. You don't have to thank me for that. You were there for me when I had no one. Me and my whole family, we owe you way more than berries and flowers. You brought me home, Trenton. One of his little sisters giggles and waves another flower at you while dancing around Rexy's tail. Rexy, still lying beside you, lifts his head with a soft rumble. He looks at you like someone seeing a sunrise for the first time after a long, endless night. You always loved me, even at my worst. His voice is steady now, gentle. Even when I thought the curse had taken everything from me, even me, you saw something left. You saw me. And because of that, he carefully leans closer, lowering his huge head until his snout gently rests against your chest. I'll never forget what you did. Not in this life, not in any life. Then he laughs, a deep, warm, thunderous sound that vibrates through the grass. Also, was I really huge? I mean, I thought I was big. He nudges you playfully with his snout. He looked like he could wrap around the whole world. Rich and River snorts. Swing. Yeah, and didn't even act like he was better than us. That's how I knew he was cool. The wind stirs again, warm and peaceful. Feel it in your heart. Shadow is truly gone. Your bond with Richie is stronger than ever, and you've made an entire family of allies and friends who stand with you no matter what. You're not alone. Not anymore. Not ever again. I may still be a tiny velociraptor. Not tiny. 7-foot velociraptor. But I don't care. I'm just glad everything's safe now. I like how he says it suits me. Reggie chuckles warmly, his tail thudding gently against the ground as he stretches beside you. You know, being a 7-foot velociraptor really suits you, he says with a grin. You're still you, heart, soul, and all, just with more teeth and cool claws. River pipes up with a playful smirk, holding up a stick like a pretend microphone. Breaking news, he announces dramatically. Local heroic raptor with the biggest heart in the world moved dinosaur best friend. No, dang it! Local heroic raptor with the biggest heart in the world saves dinosaur best friend and entire emotional support gator family. Emotional support gator family. More 8. His siblings burst into laughter, and one of the little turtle twins tries to mimic your walk in a clumsy but adorable wobble. Their parents chuckle softly from nearby, watching the whole scene with pride. Rexy nudges you again, this time more softly. You're safe now. I'm safe. And you did that. So, whether you're a human or a dinosaur, it doesn't matter to me. He leans his head close, eyes full of warmth. You're my family. You always will be. A gentle gust of wind passes overhead again, and for the faintest moment the clouds above shimmer gold. It's a quiet nod, perhaps from Avery himself. And in this moment, surrounded by friends, laughter and light, you've had a 7-foot velociraptor. You never felt more human or more loved.